Oh yeah. Wait, where is it? There's it's really quiet. There we go. Oh yes. Feel it. There it be. Hey, it's me, PoGokeRo. Coming at you live in the moment. In the moment. Not outside the moment, but in the moment. I'm up in the clouds right now. Oh, there's the moon. I come to you today to make sure I'm streaming. Yeah, I believe I am. I come to you today because I think I need to reiterate what is going on. So, Trump, the Trump administration, Donald, has totally disregarded the law ever since the Mueller report came out. He's just totally acting as if there is no law and that he's like just the king. How do I know this? Because there's a lot of these, because the way our government is set up is that it's three branches, right? It's three. There's the executive branch, which is, Donald Trump. There's the legislative branch, which is Congress, which is broken up into two more, the Senate and the House. And then there's the judiciary branch, the judges who interpret the law. And these three branches of government are equal. They're co-equal. They're the same level of power, right? No, the executive is not the king over the other guys. The legislature isn't the king over the other guys. The judiciary is not the king over the other guys. Right? They're equal. So if one of these branches exercises its power as a check, like it's supposed to, by law, backed up by the judiciary and precedent and tradition, if that's the way it is, and the other branch says, no, I'm not going to do it, well, you guys are equal. And I've got two branches, and you've got one. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Because it's kind of crazy right now. Because, remember, they cut Obama's presidency. They cut off his presidency. Like after, I think the last year, he didn't have a presidency. Mitch McConnell just like ended it. Which you can't do. But he did. That guy, Mitch McConnell, I would say is a Confederate. Yeah. In the truest sense, he's the reincarnation of the spirit of the Confederacy. He is an enemy of the Union. He's not here for the Union. He's here for the Confederacy, their idea of what this country is, right? And what do we know what their idea is? White supremacy. So it's really, really easy to see, right? It's super easy to see. Right? The Confederacy is white supremacy. That is their idea of what this country is about. Like, you have to remember, when we, the United States, we invaded and we forced the surrender of the Confederate Army and occupied the South with our armies. Like, they lost their territory, but they didn't lose their spirit. That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? They didn't lose their spirit. It lives on. How do I know it lives on? Because there's a whole bunch of monuments all over the place. For real. There's a place, I forget where, in somewhere in the South, where they literally blew up a mountain and carved into the mountain like all the Confederate people, and like are like woo worshiping. Like seriously, a nation within our nation, this Confederacy, still lives. It's still there. It didn't die. It became a spirit. Like think of, okay, here, the equivalent is like what's her name? So okay, World of Warcraft. I haven't played it, the latest expansion. I don't know. I'm not down with all the lore, but I think they have this one. The story goes that there was this elven ranger woman who was really, really great. She was wonderful. She was awesome. And this bad guy came along and like killed her. So she died. But he didn't let her die. He took her spirit and twisted it. So yeah, and she became a spirit, a wraith. What do they call that? A banshee. Yeah, just no body, but horrible wailing screams of sorrow. And this banshee then can go around and basically take over people's body, possess them. She was very, very powerful, very, 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 very strong presence, very strong will. So when that was corrupted, it was like, strong evil spirit, and so she could, if she wanted to, she could, because she has no body of her own. So what she did is she like possessed her own dead body and reanimated it. But if she wants to, she could leave that because it's dead, right? It's not there. It's a dead piece of meat that she's using. She can like leave that thing and go, hey, that's a nice body. I'm gonna go just go into you, and because she's not no form, right? No form. There's no. That's the thing. She's a ghost. No form. There's nothing there. Right? She's pure will. So if she wants, she can just shove you out of the way and take your body. So you're still in there, but you don't control anything. You're watching. And she's in your head. And she's making your body do the thing that she wants to do. She owns your body, and you can't do anything about it. You're just back there looking. Like, and you can't shove her out. You can't. You try to push, but there's no way. You can't do it. So when I talk about the Confederacy not having a body, what I mean is the Confederacy was a very strong spirit, and we killed its territory. We took over its territory, and we occupied their territory. But we were under constant attack by insurgency the entire time that we were there. The whole time we were there, we were attacked by rebels, by rebel insurgencies, right? They didn't just go away, they kept fighting. But instead of with organized armies, they just like blended into the civilians. You see? And then at night they would like cover their faces to attack the rebels, or the attack us. So that happened for like, I don't know how many years, a bunch of years, until the Union Army, until us, we finally stopped occupying. And yeah, and then so the spirit lived on, and you could see the way it basically flew into its spirit. Flew into the federal government. And we can see, and what we're having right now is literally a giant battle of will, of will, as to who's going to control this country, this body. Because that's the Confederacy. Mitch McConnell is the incarnation of the Confederacy, maneuvering the with help from Russia, right? Because Russia, remember the Republican court passed Citizens United, which allowed for foreign money to come into the system. So Russian money came in through the NRA. Russian money is basically mob money. It's blood money. So it's blood money filtered through the NRA to Republican candidates to defeat Democratic candidates, to help the Confederacy take over the federal government. That's what's happening right now. Right now. Like, this is like insane. Right? I mean, I can't believe right now. Like, it's been happening. You know, it happened the moment Trump took office. That's what's going on. Russia has got their dude in office, and he trades policy for favors for himself. He's selling our country. It's what he's doing. He's absolutely sold out our country to Russia. Well, to Saudi Arabia, to all sorts of places. Israel, Turkey. He sold us out. And what's going on now is it's the law, checks and balances, that the chairman of the Ways and Means Committee can see any tax record in the country. Anything, any tax record. Doesn't matter. It's in writing. You shall do this. You shall do this. And if it's someone like sensitive, you have to see it in a secure room. You can't take it out. You can't go anywhere else. You have to be in that room, and you have to have like a right why you want to see this. And then the guy will do it. He has to do it. I'm gonna close the window. It's cold. Not quite as warm as I thought it might be yet. Close this one too. Okay. Whoo, chilly. All right. Man, I got lost. So the Confederacy. We're in a battle for our soul, of the soul of the country. And this is not hyperbole. This is what's going down. And it's not like it just happened. You're right. It's been a slow motion kind of deal. The first big push for it was after 9/11, where they instituted a whole bunch of Patriot Act curtailments of civil liberties and gave the government vast powers of surveillance. And well, I don't know. Actually, I'm talking too much out of my behind. I'm not quite sure on the details of that. I just know that because I wasn't prepared to go in that direction. I mean, this is kind of like thinking on my feet. Yeah. Things are going down. Things are going down. For real. Trump is being just blatant about his law breaking. He's not following any of the laws. He's already gutted the federal government and has in place all these acting people, acting directors or whatever. Like, we don't have a secretary of defense. It's an acting secretary. So We don't have a, so yeah, the Trump has more or less kind of direct control of the military. There's no mediation. There's no Secretary of Defense. There's nobody from the military, someone trusted by everyone, who's there to represent. It's Trump's guy that he wanted in some fashion. So yeah, I'm kind of tripped out. Hence the broadcast. Let me tell you something else that's going on. So after the 2016 elections, or before, Obama placed sanctions, and Congress placed sanctions on a bunch of Russian companies for interfering in the 2016 elections. And when Trump got into office, he took all of those away, and he had help doing it by Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell was the guy who stopped Obama from telling everybody else that the Russians were attacking us. So Mitch McConnell is in on it. How do I know he's in on it? Well, because one of the companies that were sanctioned, he helped unsanction them, Mitch McConnell. And then after they unsanctioned this company named, what was it? Rusal? Russian company named Rusal. After it was, the sanctions were dropped against this company, Rusal dropped a whole bunch of money, I think $200 million, into Mitch McConnell's state, Kentucky. Do you see how obvious that is? So check this out. Foreign entity, Russia, helps Confederates overthrow the federal government by putting in their puppet, Donald Trump. Donald Trump drops sanctions on Russia and hopefully gets a kickback for himself because he is in debt to these Russian mobsters, big time. Mitch McConnell is a Confederate. He's been trying to overthrow the federal government and take control of the federal government for the Confederacy forever, because that's what he believes in. Because the Confederacy is real. They have a monument, a huge mountain, man. I'm not joking. So okay, I'm like freaking you out. I probably am, and I probably should. There's a woman named Sarah Kendzior. She has this podcast called Gaslit Nation, and she has a plan of action. I should have read that before I came on, because I'm kind of freaked out. Yeah. So how does that manifest? Well, I look at the remedy as being utilizing the short time we have to blow this thing wide open. Just blow it open. As big as we can, as fast as we can. Do it fast, because time is of the essence. Time is always against us. We gotta do it. So, yeah. This is too loud. Yeah, so time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. We gotta go quick. Because the longer we wait to do stuff, the more power that Donald consolidates for himself. He's stripping down the federal government and then selling it off as bribes. He puts cronies into position, and then they sell lax regulations for big companies, so he can just dump a bunch of crap into the ocean or into your river, into your drinking water. No joke. Ah. Yeah, a little bit bigger. I'm gonna need to make a bunch of glass. Bring some trees. And then redo the back here to be pretty. Yeah, there's a coup going down. That's what it is. It's a coup. And that's what they're billing it as. So time is up against us. The longer we wait, the longer there's not firm action from our side, the more that their side is going to frame and broadcast their version of reality. And it sinks in more and more into their head, into the people who listen to that broadcast. It's going to sink into their head more and more and more. So we can't let them, if we wait until the election, we give them all that extra time to rig the election again, because they rigged it the last time. We have proof. Mueller's report confirms it. I was on Facebook. I was on Facebook talking to someone, and I looked at her page, and her page said that she was she was very proud of her service. All right, that's very good. And she was ridiculing me because I thought I was saying all these bad things about Trump. And I said, but haven't you read Mueller's report? Like, it confirms everything I'm saying. Mueller is a decorated Marine. I think he attained the rank of captain. Why would you impinge upon his integrity by saying this? I don't understand it. I don't think he's done anything at all whatsoever to warrant that kind of thing, to dismiss his work like that, and to rely and then rely upon your service as a way of elevating your opinion. Oh, I serve, so my opinion matters. And well then, so what does that report say? Remember, I talked about that it didn't establish conspiracy, and then I had to explain to you what that book, because what it means to mean established is to be 1000% sure of it. You have like that piece of evidence, and if someone lies about it, then that's the way it is. If you don't have any other direct evidence, you're not going to get it, and the guy's not going to give it to you, you're not going to get it. But you have everything around it. So it doesn't matter. Because you can catch them in lies. More lies, predictable lies, based on the fact that you have everything else around it. Which is, But you can't confirm it until he takes that step, right? So, and Manafort and all those guys, in conspiracy, they try not to do it. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. Manafort gets out in 2024. Or does he? And there's another 7 after that? I don't know. Man, our country is... Yeah. So you can see it, right? You can see all the stuff. So Manafort is a rich guy with mob connections, Russian mob connections, and he got a slap on the wrist for defrauding millions and probably leading to death and destruction otherwise. I mean, he helped engineer the coup in Ukraine. Like, God, man, do you see how big this thing is? It's international. Like, I know a lot of you guys are tired but oh my goodness. Yeah, it has so many different strings. Can I make an anime out of it? I don't know. No, I can't draw. I mean, I can, but like not really, not like an anime. There's way more talented people who like do it for real that can do that. To make like a manga out of what, like everything that just happened. Like how Russia like rigged our election and helped the Confederacy because yeah, like it's like the machinery is already there. They don't want to, why bomb it? Just take it over. It's a banshee that's trying to use force of will to take over our country. And I know it's real because I can see its manifestations all over the place. I look over in all these these Confederate states, and look at the stand your ground law, and look who it's used against. And then I look at the incarcerated population, and I'm like, oh geez, look at all those people who like the proportion is like way off as to people in jail. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how to do this. Let's see. Okay, look at this. Okay. Talked about that one. Okay, yeah. Okay, I want to talk about the idea of collusion and conspiracy. So Trump is saying no collusion, no obstruction. That's what he says. All right. But that's wrong. There was collusion, and there was conspiracy, but Mueller didn't really go after that. He probably handed that off. I don't know. But here's how I separate out collusion and conspiracy. Think of it like conspiracy is the tango, right? It's a specific thing, the tango. The tango is a thing, right? There's the tango and then there's not the tango. So the tango is a thing. Okay. And you also have all these like moves. Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't know the tango. But if I did, but I know that it's that there's moves of that when you put all these moves together and it starts flowing, it becomes the tango. So think of collusion as being all the specific moves. of the tango. They're all the specific moves, but not bunched together, just chopped up, right? You just do the move, the little bit. It's like when you learn it, when you first learn it, when you first, like in total beginner, you just do like this part over and over again. Okay, now let's add this little extra part. You know, okay. So collusion is each of those little parts together. And conspiracy is certain. It has to be a certain way. If it's not exactly this way, then it's not it. It has to be this. If it's not this, it doesn't. So when we say that there's all this collusion, what we say is that there's all these moves of conspiracy all around this one little place. Right? And the circle gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And all these bits of collusion, these things that are like parts of conspiracy, but not the whole thing, right? Just a piece of it. But when you get all these pieces all around it, and the only piece you're missing is the piece that he won't give you, right? You can still see the picture. You don't really need the piece. Right? You can have all the moves of the dance except for the last one, and you pretty much have it. Once you see someone do it, then there it is. I know the whole dance now. So, yeah, you don't need to know the whole dance in order to get a really, the gist of it. So, collusion and conspiracy. Conspiracy is a very, 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 very specific crime. And Mueller was held to the highest level of possible, which is unreasonable. Because you don't need absolute proof if you have everything around it. So if we went to a trial in a second, it's only because Mueller had to meet a stupid high level. Back here. Yeah, so I need to make a bunch of glass. That's what I need to do. Glass. Okay. Make a floor here, maybe. Ooh, I gotta make a kitchen. Yeah, make a kitchen. So yeah, there's a bunch of new blocks in Minecraft. Check it out. Blast furnace. What do we got here? Oh, campfire. Oh, blah. Okay, and then a barrel. Look at those. Make one of those. Put it down. Put stuff in the barrel. There we go. Alright, anyways. And then I have, what else can we make? Smithing table, you can't use it. Composter, I don't have any, no. Furnace. Oh, do I have any furnaces? Make one furnace. So I can make a blast furnace. Smoker. Does that work? I don't even know how it works. Sure, I'll make that. Smoker. Okay, what else do I need? What can I make? Another furnace. Jukebox. Observer. Photography table. Ooh, that might be neat. What do I need for that? Paper. Oh, I have no paper. I gotta go a long way. That's what I should make, is another line to Democracy Station. But that'll get me thinking, and then I'm gonna stop talking. And what I need to do is focus. I need to focus on the gigantic thing that's in our face. What is this nonsense? Yeah. Collusion, Conspiracy, Tango. Remember that. And if I'm wrong, then let me know. Let's see. There's a coup going on. The Confederacy, and with assistance from Russia, are vying for control of the federal government. And once they take control, they dismantle the democratic institutions and corrupt them to reflect their ideology, which is white supremacy and disregard for rule of law. It becomes pure power and greed. Because what Trump is hoping he can do is, with the federal government, coerce private companies into serving him. That's what he did with Mr. Jack Dorsey of Twitter just now, just today. Because Trump's power comes from the fact that he has this massive cult of people that only listen to him. So Twitter is a great way for him to reach his masses. So if you cut him off of Twitter, he loses a bunch of power. So I think, I don't have any proof, of course not, but I'm pretty sure that Donald used his code talk with Jack Dorsey about maintaining his Twitter presence, his Twitter, because a dictator needs his communication broadcast, right, to his followers to coordinate their actions, right? So yeah, because I've kind of grown pretty accustomed to using Twitter. Like, it's a fantastic tool. And to think that it can be yanked away or corrupted, I mean, it is being corrupted, right? The bots, the endless bots and trolls, it is corrupted. And so we're fighting, I guess. We're fighting, like, I guess we're, what, Gondor? Not Gondor. Yeah. That's funny. Or Rohan, actually. Probably more Rohan. What am I talking about? But you know what? I don't even want to say that. Okay, I saw someone else's. I forgot where it came from, but someone mentioned it. That the burning of the boats analogy. That's kind of what's going on. I think Nancy Pelosi is not appreciating the danger we're in. I don't think any of the leadership appreciates the danger we're in. Like, they're trying to go about the proper slow methods, and they're wasting time, which is, terrible. What they need to do is blow it wide open and get the hearings going. So burning of the boats, yeah, because if you lose, you're not getting it back. That's what I'm saying. Do you get it? If we lose, we're not getting it back. So you got to burn the boats is the analogy that they mentioned. So if you remember, during the Trojan War, the Greeks were like the Athenians, or not the Greeks, I guess they're the Greeks, were not doing so well, and I think Achilles like threatened to burn the boats, or someone, not Achilles, someone, maybe it was the king. I don't remember who it was. So I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't look up the analogy, but before I came, but what that message was is that there's no going back. There's no going back. We can't go back. Like, there's no retreat. There's nothing to retreat. If we go back any further, we fall off the edge. You got to go all out. That means impeachment immediately. I mean impeachment hearings. I don't mean a vote. I mean impeachment hearings. And like just start going nuts with the subpoenas all over the place. Get everybody in there, non-stop. You have to flex all the power you have, because the other guys are totally cheating. They're with Russia, right? The Confederates are hanging out with Russia. They only use law to gain power. They never use it for justice. They only use it to gain power. They're fascists. They're the Confederacy. Let's remember what we're up against. Let's not pretend. So I'm up here trying to be like rah, trying to impress upon you, like the fact that we're under attack on a level that you didn't even think would exist probably like a couple years ago. But on another level, we are under attack. And yeah, I hope the analogy of the banshee helps you get it. Yeah, I stole that from, that's basically the story of Sylvanas, if you guys know. If you guys play World of Warcraft. Oh, jeez. How long have I been going? Not long. 42 minutes. It's a pirate broadcast. I hit my points. What else do I want to talk about? Cutting down trees. Yeah, so I had a conversation outside with someone. And she said humans are more important than animals. And I'm like, are they really? I mean, I guess, because humans are closer to, to us, but still, they're living creatures too, right? They feel pain. I'm sure they can process emotions. That's not a super high level functioning thing. You need to have like a advanced brain for to have emotions. But yeah, so this person I was talking to said like, yeah, gotta do things for humans, forget the animals. I'm like, man, that's not cool. Then I was thinking, what are we gonna do for the future? Because we need to make housing. But I think the idea of urban spread is terrible, because where you spread, you lose wildlife habitat. There can't be animals there because you put a parking lot or a building or housing, tract housing or whatever. So yeah, the answer then would be condensed living. Like everyone build tall buildings and a bunch of people live inside these buildings. Well, you're gonna need empty space. You're gonna go nuts. So you need like parks everywhere around it, just empty space, and maybe wooded area for animals to live, right? Because we got to share this planet. We can't just be killing off all the animals and taking up all the space. So I don't know. It's easy for me to say. I'm already on top. Like, I'm in America, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, it's easy for me to be like, oh yeah, we should stop now, guys. Yeah. Sorry. But I know, man. Wow. There's a bunch of things we got to think about. Well, you know, I don't want to be a downer. You know, I think if like, I went and to Kurt Schrader, my representative's Facebook page, and I sent him. I wrote a bunch of stuff. I go to the Saturday market to put up this sign. I wrote to Kurt Schrader, to him on his website directly to begin an impeachment. I don't know what else I can do. Maybe call his office if I can find his phone number. And like, I have no one else to call. He's my rep. He's the one. He's the one who needs to do it. Like, he's my representative. So if we're doing democracy, he's the one. He's the guy. So I put pressure on him. Because we're fighting on this other level. Right? So you need to push on him by sending in letters and communicate that you, the electorate, want impeachment. You know, engage in the democratic process. Let's flex our muscle. Be like, raw! Call your rep. Find out who he is or she is. Find out who your representative is and your congressman, not your senator, because it doesn't start in the Senate. Call your congressman. I mean, call your senator too, but call your congressperson and have them begin and tell them that you want them to begin impeachment process immediately. Not the vote, but the process, the hearings. You want the hearings. That's what you're after. There it is, the hearings. Because the hearings means everyone comes out. Let's get Obama out under oath and have him talk about the meeting, why he didn't tell everyone about the Russia attack on us. Let's get Mitch McConnell because he was there too. Let's get him under oath and have him say about why he didn't tell us about the Russian attack. Like, let's get them all out there talking, right? Let's find out why this even happened. Because do you understand? The Russians control the White House. The Russians control the White House. They picked our Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson.
They set out to destroy the peace-loving
that means we the people no longer have sovereignty. We no longer have freedom. We're under the control of a foreign federal government, foreign-controlled federal government. Donald Trump is under the sway of foreign influence, of Russian influence. Is easily bribed. It could be just as easily be Saudi Arabia or Israel or Turkey. Well, I don't know if Turkey can afford it, but or China. Like, I'm sure Turkey can't afford it, right? They got Mike Flynn. Oh man, Mike Flynn totally sold us out. That traitor. Mike Flynn's a traitor. But they're all traitors, right? They're all traitors. They worked with Russia to overthrow our election and take control of the federal government. I've been saying this forever. And like, people just don't, I mean, what do you want? What more do you want? Let's go. You know what, here, let me go get stuff and come back here. Actually, I just want to make... Alright, so we need an exit to... Direct to Grandfather Station. How about here? Sure. Not to Grandfather, but to Democracy Station. Direct to Democracy Station. So yeah, no, I'm playing Minecraft. Playing Minecraft because I have done what I can do for the moment, I guess. And now I'm streaming, so hey, check me out. And we want to go which way? I've already got one going that way, man. I could have kept going that way. What level is that? 70. Right there, dude. I didn't have to do anything. What am I doing? Let me just go up here. No polished granite. Don't need the redstone. So I wanted to maybe, what if I come up underneath it? Like, can I? How would I come up underneath? Oh, like, just go up one like that? No, not like that. Yeah, like that. And then. Yeah, no, you need more space. Yeah, this is it right here. No, one more. Dope. No, I don't want to be closer to the ground. That's scary. Man, there's so many skeletons. No, not closer. I guess I can put up glass. Like, sure, I mean, sure, dude. I mean, because it looks cool. Because it looks cool. Haha, see? Never built on gravel. Never put rails on gravel. Ah, man, I should have followed my own advice. Look at that. Again, it's gonna... Broken rail. I gotta go fix that real quick, because I can't just leave a broken rail. Wait, first I'm gonna get out. And then... make sure I didn't do that again somewhere else. There we go. Alright, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, well, one day, oh hey, check this out, like this. No, oh there, okay. For preservation, interior decoration. Contemplate serene narration as I pontificate upon this dreary nation. Oh no, come on. Let's see. Well, that'll be cool when I finish it. Oh wait, I don't need to finish it. I can do this. I have bricks to use. Okay, so yeah, what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Participate in democracy, be aware of what's going on. Don't give in to fascism, you have to know your values. You have to know what makes you you and unique, that you're great and you're cool and you dig the awesomeness of this world creation that we all share with one another in peace and harmony. Some of us. Okay. Yeah, not really, because in the state of nature, it's not really peace and harmony, I guess. It's like, gotta watch out you don't get eaten, or you have to go look for something to eat. Or both. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get shot up here. I gotta put like a safety, like just right now. Who shot me? Water don't come down anyways. Freaking skeletons. Yeah, I'm gonna need to defend myself here, put up some barriers. That'd be kind of neat, a little tunnel or something. Line it with glass. Hey, buddy. Right back at ya. Oh, I'm out of arrows. How convenient. I'll just take yours. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Grab a bunch of arrows. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Just need your arrows. Ah, what a mess. What a mess. Yeah. Gonna have to make a tunnel. Tunnel of love. Ooh. Oh, ha ha ha. Okay, this way, this way, this way. Oh, wait, no, here's the turn. I missed the turn. Ha 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 ha. Right back at me. Okay. Ah, right here, right here. Still lined up here. Check your head. Oh. So what I'm trying to do right now is build an emergency conduit, emergency rail to Democracy Station. Because we need it. We need to strengthen the ties. Oh. I think you're clever. Look at that, wow. Bear trap. It's a bear trap. It's a bear trap, alright. Looks like a bear trap. This is no time to be picky about blocks. Just get it done. Get her done! Stone and gravel. Forget you, gravel. Get out of here. No one likes you, gravel. Alright. Oh, almost there. Stone. They look like good, strong hands, don't they? Oh wait, no, that was it. Right here, back here. That's the switch. Doesn't matter. Ooh, it's kind of tight. I don't know. In fact, just a little bit more. It's all right. We got room. I mean, when I come back, I'm gonna have to. I have to make this all enclosed anyways, because the skeletons, and then it's gonna pop out over here. I've already laid this track here. It's old track before I made things up high. So I might have to enclose this area too. But there it is! Alright, so I think I'm gonna, what? I want to get to Democracy Station. This is a good height. I don't want to lose this height. Actually, no, it needs to be lower. So, sure, man. I'll use this. See, but this one goes over here. Oh, well, here. All I gotta do is expand it. No, I'll just have to go this way instead of that way. And make a tunnel straight through. Let me check it. Yeah, it's too far. It needs to be back further. So it easily flows in. So back here, this is where I want it, right? I mean, I can technically get closer if it's over on the far end right here, but not by much. That way. And what this level? Oh, let's see, one more. 72. Ooh, you're up high. Okay. There we go. I guess that's why. Oh, I don't know. Deal right, sure. Not my precious wood. And I'm out of stone. But I have grand ambitions. Alright guys, well, thanks for hanging out for this pirate broadcast. The first half was great, and I just played Minecraft, so I hope you digged it. Alright, peace! Remember, stay engaged. We're at war. This is all like ha ha ha, but that's why I started it, to like remind you guys.